Bonjour Homeworthy, I'm Louise Damas. Welcome to my home in Montreuil near Paris.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
Hello, I'm Louise Damas. I'm a jewelry designer and I live in Montreuil, near Paris. I was living in the 11th arrondissement of Paris and I was expecting my first child, so we wanted bigger and also we wanted a garden, so that's why we went to see what was in Montreuil, and I found this house. It was perfect for us with the garden and in an area where there is not a lot of noise, not a lot of cars, and it's like a little paradise. The entrance is open on the living room and on the kitchen. So there is one big space where you can circulate, when you can see each other, when someone is cooking, you can talk with the other person in the family, or also if you have guests, they can be here and you can cook and talk to them. So I like that. Also I put some stools in the kitchen counter. So yeah, people can have a drink, or on the morning I like to make my girls eat there. So in the morning, you know, you're always busy, so I'm cooking for them, I'm prepping everything, and so I'm with them. I like this because when they are at the table, you're not really with them, so that's perfect. That's a new thing that I put here, so I like this upgrade. Then just in front of the kitchen you have the dining room, so with a big table. I wanted a big table to invite a lot of friends or family. On top of the table I put a lamp. The lamp is a Nordic design. I really love the way the light pass through the wood, and it makes a light very warm and diffuse. The chairs are in the darker shade of wood. I like that it's not the same. I also have my girls' chairs. And yeah, and you can see here there is on the enfilade, it's another kind of wood, so I like mixing shades of wood. I think it's nice. This furniture is all burned because it was in my sister's apartment many years ago that had a fire that burned. So I wanted to keep it because I really like it. I don't really mind the burn. It gives it little things, a little story to tell. So I like it. This is a lamp. That's a designer who did it all by herself. And also I love the light that it makes. Here it's a little orange and it's very warm. So I like to have a lot of lamps, little lamps that are not too shiny. So it gives it's very warm in a space. I love plants, so now I have a garden, so I can have a lot of plants. But even before, when I lived in Paris in an apartment, I had a lot of plants that I kept, and now they are big. So this is one of my biggest plants, a monstera. I love it. It grows with me. And also here you can see a window that is on the entrance. I love this view. I think it's like a painting almost, and the light here is very changing, and I love that it does it makes shadows on the walls when there is wind. You can see the leaves moving on the walls at different parts of the days, and I really love it. I like putting frames on the floor. I like the way it looks like a workshop, like an atelier. Now I don't have many because I have young girls, but I still have some. So this is a statue my mom offered me when I had my baccalaureate, and it's in brass, and the little head is in a precious stone, so it's carved and it's very minutious the way it's carved, and it's moving, so I like it. And also it makes a very beautiful shadow on the wall when the light strike on it. I like to buy stuff in auction, so the lithographs I have are often from there. So like this one from Bacon, and here you have Chagall. So that's a way to have hearts, but affordable. This one I love. I just got it. It's a friend that offered it for my husband's birthday. It's a little mirror, and it's a very big piece for a very small mirror, and I love it. How it's curved, all in wood. It's perfect. So here are engravings. This is one from my best friend who does a lot of engravings on trees, and I find it very poetic with the blue. And those are from my mother. She gave some art to me. So yeah, it's my first piece of art. Here we have a big basket for the fireplace. So we put all our wood. We have some in the garden, but we stock some here on winter. Plants again, and then this furniture. It's one of my first beautiful piece I really choose for my first place when I was a student and I started moving in my own place. It was love at first sight in a flea market. I like keeping things. It's very important for me to keep things, and they live with me and follow me in my different steps in life. And you can use it different ways, so yeah. And I love a lot of little things. I'm very I like stacking little pieces of decorations. So candle holders, very important for light again. Also which mirror, I have several also. I love the round shape and the sun shape. In our place you have a lot of religious icons because my husband is a fan of them. I don't know why. He's not really religious, but he loves the representation of the different religions, so we have a lot. So here we arrive in the part that is the living room with the stove and the couch, so it's more cozy. And here is my dog Okami. He's an old dog, very fluffy, and he loves getting hugs. We wanted a very big couch so all the family can go on it, and you can have naps on it. Naps are very important for us. In front of the sofa we wanted chairs, so we can move it and put it in front of the stove when it's winter and you want to be close. And it gives more space here, so we can move, the girls can run. Yeah, so it's a living space. This is the sculpture I made when I started making pottery when I lived in New York, and I wanted to do a woman's leg and is replaced by flowers. I love this table. We waited a lot to find a table here that suits both of us. And this one, we found it. It's vintage. It's a woman that does refresh vintage furniture, and yeah, she makes a very very nice furniture, and I love the combination of the glass and the wood and all the nervures in the wood, so it's perfect. And it's a square rectangle, but with coins very round, so it's safe for the children. It's very nice. This chair, I really really love it. I love the shape. I think it's very interesting, and I bought it online on a vintage store as well. But when I tried it, it's very very uncomfortable. But I kept it because it's very nice. So when you put some cushions on it, it's okay. But yeah, sometimes it's good to have nice stuff, and you have the coziest stuff around. We have a lot of books everywhere because we read a lot, and also I think books are really beautiful, and they tell who you are. You know, when you are at someone place and you read the books, you can see who this person is. There are two glass lamps on top of the couch. It's not really on top, it's just behind, because lamp on tops of people makes not a good shades, so it's very important where you put the lamps in a place. It's like a grayish brownish glass. So that makes a very nice color of light. So this is the kitchen. It's open on the living room. It was important for us to have a big space to cook. So we wanted everything in the same space, in the same side. So we have the stove, the sink, the oven, the washing machine. Everything is here. So we can have all the space here to cook. I like to have some stuff open, like my tea box. I'm a fan of tea, so I bought them in Japan, and they had a lot of colors. I like it. Or book and a little bit contrast with black and white photography. So yeah, a little decoration stuff, or also a lot of wood stuff again. On top, I put some decorations. So the candle holders that we had in our wedding. So we had a lot. So now we had to find places for them. And yeah, little vase that I can take when I have flowers or something like this. And it adds color, but it's on top, so it doesn't take all the space. You have my husband pull-up rings here. He originally had very modern ones and very ugly, but he likes doing this, so it's the only space where you can hang some here. So I recently found some vintage, so it's better. For the counter, we hesitated a lot. We wanted at the beginning we wanted stone, but we didn't find the stone we liked, so we choose wax concrete in a creamy color. My husband loves coffee and design, so we combined both in one object. And we found this, it was a limited edition and very design edition of this Italian coffee maker, and we loved it. This again is my best friend who makes engraving trees. And this, she offered it to me also, but it's another artist. I love it. And here it's a naked man from my grandfather. He was a painter. I have a lot of nudes that he makes in my bedroom. It's a lot of women, but that's the only man I have, and I love the shape of the painting was perfect for this place. So the floor was originally here when we arrived. It's a reddish color, it's concrete. So when we arrived, it was quite a challenge to put colors with this floor because it's already a lot of a very strong color. But we put color anyway in the wall, and I think both of the color really lives well together. So this is a mirror I bought for my old apartment. I had an Haussmannian apartment in Paris. I wanted a mirror on top of the fireplace in my old apartment, so I bought this one because it's typically for the Haussmannian place. And I really loved it, so I kept it, and I think it's very nice also here in a different way. It not belongs in this kind of place, but it's make a contrast that I like. And underneath the stairs we have the corner for the dog, as you can see. And in his corner you have plants, you have books so he can read. No, and you have also again my husband sports stuff, but those one are okay, so they are amazing. Here it's a part of the house that's very high. It's like a well, so we wanted to put furniture very high according to the space. So that's why the shelf is this shape. And here we made a little corner for our girls so they can read with all their books, a part of their books here. So they love being here. It's like their little cabin, and they can do their stuff here. This is again a drawing from my best friend who draws beautiful stuff. What I like in this area is the stripes on the window. So the stripes are solar panels, but I like it. I like the way they structure the lights, and when the light hits the window, you can see stripes, shadows of stripes on the wall. It's very beautiful, and it moves with the sun. The living room is open on the garden. You have two big windows, and I love the way it's all green and with the little bird singing. So that's really nice. But first I can show you the upstairs, and then we go in the garden. The house is 20 years old, so it's pretty new, and the architecture is very modern and cubic, as I said, so that's why I wanted it to be cozier and a little more country-ish. At first we didn't do any renovations except for the paintings, and that's it. And then we lived there for like 2 years, and then we expected our second child, so we needed more space. And when we bought the house, we knew that we could extend it, so that was the plan from the beginning. But at this point we did an extension in the second floor, so we added 40 square meters, so 2 bathrooms and 1 bedroom. And at some point we redid all the kitchen space. We wanted something with more space, but also more open to the living room. And also we had a fireplace that was very big, and that cut the space in half. So we removed the fireplace, and instead of it we put a stove, a little one. it's in the middle of the room, so now we can see everything in the room, and the kitchen is also open, so all the room is open and you can circulate very well, and also the light is better because it can enter everywhere. So here you arrive upstairs and you have all the doors to the rooms. So here is the original house, and this part we made it a few years later when we had our second child. Here is our bedroom in the new part of the house. I wanted it very luminous, so we put it two windows in two walls. So originally there was just the roof here, so there was only a part of the first floor that was built, and all the rest was a roof, and we built on top of it. This is the only room that's on the street. What I like in this house is that it's very hidden from the street, so it's really only on our garden, and also we have an entrance that is very green also, and it keeps you from the noise and from the activity of the streets, and I like it. We wanted to build a bigger house, so we had to have one room on the street. But it's okay because the street has very very old trees that are very big, so we can see it from our bed, and it's very nice. As you can see, I like to stack things, and I like little things of decoration, but in my room I really wanted a more zen room where there was less things, and also on the colors I wanted a lot of white or beige colors mixed with touches of colors. So the curtains, for example, I really like this linen fabric, almost transparent, and also I have I found this furniture that I found online. When I found it online, I was really in love with it. I loved how it looks, and I really need to buy it. And we went, and we realized that it was very small, smaller than I expected. But I loved it anyway, and finally I think it's perfect. So because having everything very low in the room, I think it makes something very zen, very peaceful. So that's why I put my bed on the floor. Mm-hmm. Okay. I removed the legs of my bed so it can be as low as possible. I found also this vintage mirror in a garage sale. I love it. I love the gold painting that fades away, all the details with the flowers. It's perfect. And this lamp is from a designer I know. Her name is Julie Lansom, and she waves strings on structures, and she makes beautiful lamps, and you can choose the colors, so you can make your lamp with her. And this one I love, and it makes a beautiful light because all the stripes comes off the light. And also those pieces for the bed is from my friend's Pelan. I love the structure of it, how the glass is all little triangles, and it disrupts the light, so it's very nice. And here you have the paintings my grandfather made, so the nudes. I think it's very peaceful, very nice in a room. Naked bodies, it's normal to have naked bodies in a room, in a bedroom, so I like it. Here you have a piece that I love. It's my first purchase in an auction. So when I discovered the auction sales, I was like really crazy on the app, and I was like, wow, incredible. So with my husband, we were all our nights we were finding things, and we didn't tell each other, but we found this and we started to auction like against each other. And at what point I said, oh, I really want this piece, and I send him a photo, and he's like, what? But I'm betting on it. So that was we really wanted it, because that's the story behind it. We loved it. It's so nice, and it's a naive style with a Garden of Eden. So it's very, very nice with the color. I love it. I made this furniture from concrete blocks from a construction site, and I liked the rough aspects. Originally, I wanted to cover it with wax concrete, but I liked it better that way. So we made our dressing behind the bed. I wondered where I could put the dressing room, the dressing part, because there are a lot of windows, so you can't put a lot of things or furniture in the room, and the room was really big, so I decided to cut it with this part for the dressing, and it's perfect because you have a whole space where you can dress, and you don't see the mess, so it's perfect. So I made this little dancer in clay, and this is one of my husband's collection of icons. And this, I love this object. It's I bought it in Japan. It's a daruma. It's traditionally there you buy darumas in temples, and they have no pupils, and you draw a pupil and you make a wish, and then when your wish come true, you draw the second pupil. And I have both. I have two of them, and it's from my two daughters. So my wish came true. So you have the bathroom here. So again, Art Deco furniture for the bathroom counter. I really wanted an old furniture for this counter, but it took a lot of time to find one that fits, that is the good height to put a sink. So it was quite challenging, but I found it. I'm very in love with it. It's one of my favorites in the house. All the fruits details, really I love it. Even the keys are beautiful. Everything. So and then I wanted a sink in the same style, so squarish. Yeah, I like it too. And then I put a mirror. It's very simple. It's just carved in some places, but it doesn't have a frame, and I like that it's very plain, because I have a lot of stuff in my bathroom. So yeah, it gets crowded. So it's good that the rest is a little bit calming the thing. The lamps are from friends of mine. They have a business where they buy vintage lamps in everywhere, and then they make it work, and they put all the stuff, so you can just put it in your place. And I love, they have a lot of different styles. This one I love because it's like cracked glass, so when you light it you see all the little cracks, so it's very nice. And I liked the blue of this one. For the tiles, I really wanted to mix those blue tiles, a very soft blue, with a mix of contrasted tiles on the floor. And for the floor, I wanted a pattern checkerboard, like reddish and white, so very contrasted colors. And I think it went very well together with the wood. It's a perfect match, I think. In front of it, I really wanted a niche on top of the bathroom, and with the blue tiles on it also, and a wood, also a wood shelf. And you have the bathtub that I found also vintage online. It was on Le Bon Coin, so it was someone who did everything, who redid everything in an apartment, and there was this bathtub, and it was practically offered. So I was like, oh, we have to get it, but it was so heavy. So it was really complicated, but I really wanted it, and it was before we moved. So I knew I wanted that, but it was the construction, and I had to store it. It was all a story for this bath, but I like it. For the curtain, I put it vintage children bed linen, and they are different. So yeah, I love the way it matched, but it's not the same. This is a herbarium my sister offered me one Christmas, and I love it. It's with a painting underneath and the herbarium, and when she offered me the glass broke, but I like it like this. So yeah, it's very nice. And those I found it in a thrift shop. It's old erotic paintings. So here are most of my jewels. I have a lot, so I try to store it as I can, but it's a bit messy. But yeah, I change a lot of jewelry, and I have a lot of different styles. Mine, but also other vintage jewels, or other brands that I like. It's a mix. So for the earrings and the bangles, I can store it in ashtrays. But for the necklaces, they got tangled, so I found this holder, so they can be good storage. And here I put all the pendants, and the other side I put all the chains. My sister offered me this beautiful hand in porcelain for the rings, so all my rings are on it. I can show you some. Here is a medal that I like with red enamel on it, and underneath engraved waves. So the enamel is translucid, so it really makes the engraved parts stick out. So I really like this piece. And the chain is a little bit twisted, so I like it because it captures the light very well. I also like this bangle because I love the contrast of texture on it. And I love making bangles. It really structures a sleeve on a piece of fabric, or also on the wrist. It's very nice, and I love to stack them so they can make a little now. So it's very central. And I love earrings. That my favorite piece of jewelry are earrings. So long earrings. Creole, like hoop earrings, and I love doing different shapes, and also those are bigs, but I love doing small ones to go with more big necklaces, or for every day you want something different, so you can have it. I started my brand as a jewelry designer 13 years ago. At start, it wasn't supposed to be a brand because I was still a student and I didn't study the jewelry making. So I was studying literature at La Sorbonne, but I liked making things, and I started making jewels. I liked it. My friends liked it, and then I started to sell it, then sell it online, and it worked, so I continued, and now it's been 13 years. My work as a jewelry designer is very intuitive, very organic. I use a lot of techniques, but mostly modeling and sculpture, because I used to do sculpture on clay a few years ago, and that's how I like to work the material. So that's how I do it, and then the workshop molds my design so we can make the production, and it's all in tin and brass and golden with 24 karat gold. So here is my office and my workshop actually. So I have everything to make the jewels, and what I like in this room is the light and also the view on the garden. Very peaceful and appeasing. I also made an office for my girls, so they have everything to paint, to draw, and and play. So we choose this wallpaper when we arrive in the house, so it was our room, and we really wanted a wallpaper, a little vintage, a little kitsch, to make it look like a country house room, because it was very very white with all the lights, so we wanted to warm it up. And it worked really well after when we changed the room, and it was our child room, and also here it's my workshop, but I like it. It's very very nice, and I like mixing prints. So I add fabrics in different colors, but different flowers on it, and I like mixing colors. This is a furniture I bought for my girls. I love it. I love the Art Deco style, vintage, and I love the shape. I kept it for me. Those are very very old comic books with old stories that are not for children, like Podan. It's a kind of an horror story. But I love the looks of it. It belonged to my parents, maybe my grandparents. So my mother makes a lot of baby mobiles in paper or also in fabric, because she used to make all our clothes when we were little, my sister and I, and so she loved doing things, crafting. And that's one of them. I love the countryside look, and it's quite poetic. So I kept it for me because my girls already have two, so they have enough. So I liked this couch because of the texture. It's kind of it's wool, and I like to add a bead cushion that goes perfectly with the couch, with the texture of the couch. I also choose to put a darker shade on the other walls to minimize the effect, the girly effect of the flower paper. The desk is very old vintage style, and I liked it here because it's country house style, very old style in the room. The lamp is it's glass also, and it's with a very nice orange shade that I like. I have a lot of tools from my grandfather because he was an architect and very manual. So I inherited all his tools. So I'm very glad to work with those. And I have also this was his, but we wore it on himself. But I decided to put all my tools in it, and also the apron is his, so I put it when I work. So I need a lot of different stuff when I do jewelry, because I use a lot of different techniques. So sometimes I use my saw for metal, or also for wax, because I do a lot of wax. So I have my iron for wax. I have protecting glasses. That was my father's, but I took it. I put a fake glass on it, so it's just protecting. I have wires, I have clips to solder, I have my soldering chalumeau, and I have a lot of tools. This is a box that was my other grandfather, the one who paints. He put all his painting brush in it, and for me I put all my stuff to do wax and modeling. So yeah, and on this box you have all my modeling tools. And this is my tool for carving the wax or the metal. And I use all different tools. So some there are different shapes. So it depends what I want to do, and also for polishing. The model maker in my workshop made this for me by hand, and I love this object. It's just an object to hold all my stuff, but I like the round shape and the way you can move it to find what you are looking for. This is an ex libris. It's my personal ex libris that I made with a design an artist made me, and it's to stamp the books I read and I love. You do like this. They used to do that with books. It's to make the books your own, and I like to add the date where I read the book, so I can remember after. So this is a photography my sister-in-law made and offered us. And now let's go in my girls' room. Here is my daughter's room. They wanted a smaller space because they were afraid of the very big room there. So here is their new room, and they love it. So in this room I put only the beds and the things to sleep, and also their clothes, but all the toys are in the big room. First you have the smaller bed for my little one. I like again to mix prints. The same for my older daughter. She wanted a bunk bed, but when we tried it, my little one didn't want to sleep here, so we kept her bed for now. And under it, I made a little reading spot. So they have all their books here, and the little reading spot, and it makes also a little cabin where they can hide, and they love it because the children love to hide in places. And again, this beautiful print. This one is from India, and I never went to India. It's someone who gave it to me. And you can see the mobile from my mother. So the little rabbits there are stuffed animal in fabric, and you have some here and some here. They offered them when my daughters were born. So this is an artist that offered me her painting, and this is a brand who does a very nice herbarium with the letters. This one is a painting my sister offered me when Madeleine, my firstborn, was born, and it's a painter of her friends who does that, and it's very poetic with her name on it, and very nice. So I love the Art Deco style, and this is very nice furniture with the carved wood that I love. All the details on the legs of the furniture, and also how the wood is very rough. I like it. And I like music boxes. I love music boxes for children. Oh, and this, I love it. I found it in Japan, and it's like when you turn it, it's like a bubble. Yeah, and this lamp, I love it too. When you light it, you see something appearing. Little birds. This lamp, it's vintage. I found it in a flea market, and I love the color, the pattern, and the fact that you can put books. My favorite thing about my home is the garden and the fireplace. When we arrived, the garden was really not what we wanted for us. It was beautiful because there was a lot of different species of flowers and plants, because the precedent owner planted a lot and did a lot of alleys where he planted different kind of plants, but it wasn't a garden where you stay, where you stay with your family, with your friends. It was kind of a market garden, so we wanted to redo everything, but kept a maximum of plants because there was beautiful. There were 52 different types of roses. The guy loved roses. So we have a lot of beautiful roses, but we added some other things, like we planted 2 trees. We wanted different heights, so it wasn't just a flat surface with everything in the same height. And we added some furniture on the terrace and also in the garden. Later we did another terrace in the back of the garden. We also added some spaces to play for our girls, like the sand pits or things like that. And now I can show you the garden. So here is the terrace. You have the dining table, and we made a little corner where you can sit. Yeah, it's the cozy corner when you can have a nap, sit in the sun, yeah, have the apéro. On top there is a big vine with grapes that you can see is growing, and a lot of citrus trees. So this is lemon, oranges and stuff. And here is the garden. Unfortunately you can't see, but this is roses, and it smells amazing, and it's covered normally in roses in the springtime. And you have the rest of the garden with a summer terrace. When it's very hot, we can go there, but we don't have the table yet. We ordered it and it didn't arrive. So we have little sun corners, the lavender. We have a lot of pears and apples here, and the barbecue. And here is future summer corner when we can put a big table to have all our friends. And my favorite view of the house is this one, with all the trees around it. It's very nice. When people walk into my house, I really want them to feel cozy, to feel welcomed and well. To give this feeling of coziness, I like to mix warm colors, to also play with the textures. The textures are really important for me. For example, different kind of woods or velvet or a lot of different textures. The fireplace also makes it very warm and cozy in winter. I love doing fires even in the morning. I think it's very it's good moments with my family and also I love candles. I love smells. Smells can be very welcoming too. Yeah, there are a lot of techniques to feel cozy at home. For me, the word home means the family. In French, we say foyer, and it's the same word as the fireplace. And for me, it's the heart of what makes your home very warm and happy. Merci Homeworthy for the visit. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.